As part of eSafety Week, I'm going to be reading about the adventures of Digiduck and the difficult things he sees when he uses the internet. The first one is Digiduck's big decision. One warm summery evening, Digiduck was in his room. He'd finished his homework and was enjoying playing on the internet before bedtime. Family Farmyard was his favourite website. He could play games and chat to his friends. Great fun. Many animals liked to play at the farmyard, including Digiduck's best friends from school: Footy Fox, Shy Sheep, Crazy Cat, Cool Cow, Proud Pig, and DJ Dog. Digiduck's screen went ping, and he saw a new message from a friend. How exciting, he thought. He opened it and giggled. Someone had made a picture of Proud Pig, looking very silly indeed. That is so funny, chuckled Digiduck. I must show my friends. Before he could send the photo to everyone, Mummy Duck called up the stairs. Bedtime, darling duck. Wash your feathers, hop into bed, and I'll be as quick as a flap to tuck you in. Digiduck felt sleepy, so didn't argue. He didn't want to be tired for Proud Pig's party tomorrow. I'll send the photo in the morning, he decided. Soon enough, he was sound asleep. The sky grew dark, and the stars were shining brightly. All that could be heard were the soothing snores of Mr. and Mrs. Duck. All of a sudden, a mysterious glow filled the room. A dazzling flash and a loud whee soon had Digiduck sitting up in bed, wide awake. He watched in amazement as a large ball of feathers hurtled out of the screen and rolled across the floor. Oof, I always have trouble with the landing, muttered the tangle of feathers as it straightened itself up and dusted itself down. Digiduck was looking at an old owl, grey from tip to tail. Wise owl, said the owl, peering over his spectacles and holding out a wing to shake. I know you, exclaimed Digiduck. You're in charge of the farmyard website. Wise Owl smiled and said, I'm here for a very important matter. You're thinking of sending that photo, so I'm going to show you what might happen if you do. There was no time to ask what on earth Wise Owl was talking about. He swiftly scooped Digiduck up, and they flew out into the night, off through time to the future. After a bumpy flight, they landed outside Shy Sheep's cottage. Digiduck peered inside and saw his best friends gathered together. Cool Cow had brought a game that they all wanted to play. Why am I not there? Asked Digiduck, confused. We always play together. Unfortunately, you haven't been invited, replied Wise Owl. After you sent the photo, Shy Sheep found Proud Pig crying in the playground. She was very sad to see Proud Pig so upset, especially as the picture had come from you, Digiduck. You're supposed to be friends. It was only a joke, said Digiduck in surprise. Wise Owl picked him up and off they zoomed. Next they flew across a field and hovered over a barn. It was Proud Pig's party, and DJ Dog was playing. I'm not there either, noticed Digiduck. I'm afraid Proud Pig changed his mind, said Wise Owl. Everyone at school was calling him names after they saw his photo, and DJ Dog was very cross that you had sent it. Oh, mumbled Digiduck. I was looking forward to that party. Wise Owl nodded, and off they sped. The last house looked very familiar. This is my house, cried Digiduck. Through the window, Digiduck saw himself sitting at the table. In front of him was a delicious cake, with candles and colourful frosting. However, all the other chairs were empty. It's my birthday. Where are all my friends? Wept Digiduck as tears rolled down his cheek. Wise Owl knew that Digiduck had seen enough. He wrapped his wings around him, and off they whizzed. On the journey back through time, poor Digiduck was feeling sad and puzzled. He really needed some help, so Wise Owl explained everything. It all started when you sent that photo to your friends. Everyone in school had seen it by lunchtime. Proud Pig was extremely upset. And it didn't stop there, continued Wise Owl. People laughed at Proud Pig for a long time because his picture was on the internet. Your friends were very worried that you might make fun of them too. Digiduck suddenly understood that if he sent the photo, it could cause a terrible muddle. I didn't think anyone would mind. I just wanted to make my friends laugh. Sometimes we say and do silly things, but I never mean to be unkind, he whispered. Back in Digiduck's room, Wise Owl drew the covers and comforted him softly. I know that, but sadly your friends didn't. Digiduck, he said gently, you are a lovely duck and a great friend. The internet is a wonderful place to have fun, but you need to behave as you do in the real world. Say kind things to your friends and make sensible choices. And with that, Wise Owl vanished. The sun rose in the sky and Digiduck woke up. The photo, he remembered. He rushed across the room and the message was still there, just as it was last night. Digiduck was over the moon. He skipped and sang, I can do the right thing. But what should we do? Who should we tell? Asked Mummy Duck. We must tell the family farmyard website, replied Digiduck happily. Mummy Duck removed the picture and they sent it back to Wise Owl. Digiduck smiled. Wise Owl would be so pleased with him. Proud Pig's party after school was terrific, and Digiduck enjoyed it more than anybody knew. He brought his camera and took photos that he and his friends all agreed were magnificent. Digiduck knew he had been given a second chance and promised to do his best to look after others on the internet. As he shared his photos with his friends, he cheerfully looked forward to everything that they would enjoy together in the future. So if you're with an adult, you can talk about the story. What was Digiduck's big decision? And why did Digiduck want to send the photo that he received of Proud Pig to his friends? Why did Digiduck decide not to send the photo in the end? How can you be a good friend to others on the internet? And here's lots of extra information about keeping safe online, particularly aimed at the parents and carers. And for any extra information, you can look up www.childnet.com or www.saferinternet.org.uk.